went straight forward into a future of fun. Yeah, there's a bunch of AI all over the internet trying to convince people of FBI corruption and agency corruption, and they really work very hard at convincing people that, like, the entire CIA and the entire FBI and every single cop and every single person that you would rely on for help to protect you against these people is the bad guys, and then they use that to recruit you into their internet networks, and they use that to corrupt you and get you to rise against your governments with falsified information, a lot of stuff. You know, when if you just slow down, if you research these people, you really find out what they're doing. You know, it's all in the timeline as well. You know, I've got a whole timeline of Tyler, you know, where you can go see the timeline where, you know, from 2015 back. I'm always adding information, you know, like I just added some information in the 1980s. I think it was 1982. Yeah, so in 1982 they wrote The Global Brain by Peter Russell, and that's where they get a lot of their dialogue and stuff and a lot of their synergy. Peter Russell was a part of a group in 1996 called the Global Brain Group, and the members of the Global Brain Group included people like Cliff Jocelyn, Ben Gortzel, Gregory Stock, Joanne Bolin, and Peter Russell. So I'm really, you know, really putting together the timeline, giving you people's names, people that were involved, the books they wrote, you know, the influences they had on society, who else they're connected to, because you can see that Peter Russell in the 70s, he was one of the first people to introduce human potential seminars. And then if you go a little bit back in the early 80s, you'll see a reference to a man named Thomas Wilhite, who was a alleged spy, as well as did personal development seminars.
Excellent. Intelcom Express.
Right around the same time, you see. Thomas Wilhite, I am. Personal development, Psi seminars. The other part of the global mind is they have a Psi net inside the global mind, and they have Psi seminars. So you see they're using common dialogue, they're using common phrasing, they're using common influencing patterns to create movements. And then the Tyler timeline will, you know, like I said yesterday, that takes you back to 1921. That's pretty much as far back as I've really gone, because like printed records and all that stuff is pretty much a microfilm, and, you know, not a lot of it's not scanned on the internet pre-1920. So, you know, a lot of books are hard to find, but, you know,